Hey guys, welcome in. Hope you're all doing pretty well tonight. Thanks for coming in on this beautiful Saturday night. Let's see, where were we? Oh, that's right, the Pit of Despair. We made it to floor 30 of the Pit of 100 Nightmares last time, so let's see how far we can get this time. In all of my testing, it's usually about this part where things start to heat up a bit, so we'll see how far we can get. I'm hopeful, but we'll see. I mean, I made this thing, so you'd think I'd be good at it, but you never know. But good to see some of you in here already. Got some of the regulars. Got some of the ones who are becoming regulars. Let's see, who do we have? We've got Jolt, Matty Ratty. I don't know if I recognize Matty Ratty, but thanks for coming in. Josh, FLG, Trellian, and Tech. And Yo yourself. Thanks for coming in. Alright, you guys know the rules by now. Somebody call it. What song are we listening to for the next 10 floors as our battle music? Alright, I already did this one. Alright, how are we looking on frog coins? 27. So that gives us enough to do... the Moleville one? I don't have the Moleville one as an option in here. Peaches. Jack Black wanted to be here, but he could not, unfortunately. Oh, the Moleville one. Oh, the mountain. Yeah, duh. Okay. Let's do it. I thought you meant like Moleville for some reason and was very confused. That makes more sense. Hey, McSwag. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hyping as usual. Okay, I paid 9 frog coins because I'm hoping to get something that will be helpful. A Yoshi aid. Okay, that's not as helpful as it could be. But okay, that's what can you do? That's luck of the draw. Alright, floor 31. Here we go. Nah. Country roads take us home. West Virginia, Mushroom Kingdom. Well, Gina, fought the good fight. And Mario, you're next, apparently. Yeah, things are looking rough. Oh yeah, FLG, I forgot I was supposed to send you information about the palette thing I was looking at. But that's good. Glad to hear you've been figuring that one out on your own. Two streams at once. Very bold, but I appreciate that. One for SMRPG, one for DBZ. Will Bowser fight his way through 100 floors? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. It's Super Mario RPG, but it's just 10 minutes of Bowser screaming, "Ah!" to power up. Light Arkin, thanks for coming in. Hello to you too. Watch the stream twice. That's what real people do. Real fans watch the stream live and then watch the VOD the next day, so I can get the ad revenue. Been working on a massive birthday cake. Is it a bunt cake by any chance? Just don't put any facial features on it and you should be fine. Bowser is muted. I have no mouth, but I must scream. Ah, Tech beat me to it. Yeah, I still haven't fixed the level up bonus thing. Okay. Yeah, here's the thing. That Echo Finder did enough to kill Gino in one hit anyway, even at full health, so I'm not sure how much point there is to making sure everybody's healed here. Okay, maybe we try again for another reward here? Maybe something good? A red essence. Okay, that could come in handy. Timing is everything, right? Get rid of the flying pig lizard. Okay, as much as I love jump, I don't think we're going to be in this pit long enough to warrant powering up jump, you know, by using it every couple of times or whatever. Warm-up jumps. I'm pretty sure those things are weak against jump. At least that's what I remembered. Seemed to do the trick. To be fair, that does sound delicious. French vanilla, or as the French call it, vanilla. Does HP max cure status effects? It does not, unfortunately. As nice as that would be. Yeah, I guess we can honey syrup. I'm hit. I don't want items, I want equipment. Man, who designed this thing? It's so stingy. Nice. Every time. Mario and Gino might die pretty easily, but they can do decent damage. I mean, they can help take out piranha plants, which is nice. HP max only goes to characters who are already at max. I don't make the rules. The guys who run away, is there any point in killing them? They do give above average experience and coins for... Ooh, here we go. Random equipment. Handgun. Okay. It's actually something we can use as nice, which is nice. They give above average experience and coins for the level that you're at. In the original game, I mean. But you can't really kill them unless you have a way to outspeed them. And you usually have to wait a while before you can outspeed them. You need at least... Oh, I forgot how much speed they have, but I want to say you at least have to get the zoom shoes out of Booster Tower, which, even though that's not much longer after Pipe Vault, at that point, the experience you can get from normal enemies is comparable to the experience the Shy Ranger gives you. Really, I think the only real draw to the Shy Ranger is that if you use a Yoshi cookie on it, there's a 25% chance Yoshi gives you a Kiro Cola for it. That's really the only reason why, at least I would care about him. Give handgun to Mario. It's Super Mario, but it's just Mario with a gun. There was some old Flash game I played ages ago, years ago, that had It was Super Mario, but with a shotgun. It was just Mario, like, Mario was walking in place, and all kinds of enemies, Goombas, Koopas, and whatnot would come toward him, and you would just have to shoot them and kill them with a gun. Incredibly bloody, incredibly violent, but that's a Flash game from the early 2000s for you. FLG just making the rest of the chat hungry. You guys should know by now that on this channel, I just kind of do whatever I want. It's always nice when the overlap between what I want to do and what you guys want to watch exists. But I had the idea of trying to make Bunt in real life as a video. I don't know if that'll ever actually happen, but I thought it'd be kind of funny. $10 coins, Saving up my money for the good stuff. Is this the Pit of 100 Nightmares or the other pit? This is the Pit of 100 Nightmares. This is the one with randomized rewards and whatnot. Shake it off, Gino. You're fine. I think these guys are weak to jump. Wow. Out of practice. A good buttercream recipe? Nice. Buttercream is the only valid cake topping. Uh-oh. Oh no, I have true form pin. Fondant tastes like Play-Doh. Fight me. We'll take it. Keep on trying, Spiky Boy. I guess while we're here, let's use another one of these. Alright, fair enough. Cream cheese frosting, under the right circumstances, is an acceptable topping. Really, this is coming more from my hate of fondant. Like, they have those cakes. Oh, cool, another handgun. Wait a minute, that's not supposed to happen. There's supposed to be a check to... Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to get the same weapon twice. Huh. Let me write that down. Because I thought I had fixed that in a more recent version. Or in version 1.1. Let's see, I got handgun twice. Oh, cool. Wasted 20 coins. Super Mario 64 with a shotgun. Do you literally just shoot Bowser? Like, you don't have to do anything, like sneak up behind him or throw him into bombs or anything? You can just shoot him and kill him? Magic. The only thing that can actually stop Bowser's reign of terror. Your grandma just turned 91, Josh? That's pretty good. My sweet grandmother is, she's 101 years old, and she has had enough. Alright, Bowser, you're a little closer than we'd like. You've heard of Papa Roach. Now get ready for Grandma Roach. Did I know that Pro Jared has been playing this? I have heard something about that. Somebody had mentioned it to me on Discord that Pro Jared was playing this. Gonna be totally honest with you people, I had no idea who Pro Jared was until they told me that. But it's always nice to see that other people are, you know, wanting to play this, which is nice. I'm glad it's making the rounds. Bowser dragging Mario and Geno through the pit. I mean, honestly, Bowser should equip the Hurley gloves and just dual wield Mario and Geno. Throw their lifeless corpses at enemies for double damage. Yes, Matty Ratty, that at the end of the day, the important thing we can all agree on is that fondant is terrible. Hey, we finally got Terrorize. That's nice. Okay. I was gonna heal Bowser, but he just leveled up. He took care of that himself. That's a lot of pointy boys. Dave, you finished up Armageddon a couple days ago? Oh, I hope you liked it. I keep threatening to play that on this channel one of these days, and I promise I will. But I've said before, I don't like doing like doing Super Mario RPG ROM hacks back to back. I just feel like it's too much back to back. But I will play it eventually. There'll probably just be some stuff in between. When do I get my next party member? Floor 50. 50 is the next one. You get your last party member at floor 70. Which, in hindsight, I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about, because it seems very late in the game. But at the same time, that's kind of the point of the pit, is to be challenging, and to be luck of the draw. Only way I could enjoy Armageddon was going to Lazy Shell, extending the frame window for blocking. Okay, respect. I can respect that. Oh yeah, I already checked you. See, ROM hacking skills come in handy. Oh cool, a weapon for a party member I don't have. I was hoping for some armor, but that's not happening. Actually, the odds of getting various items is weighted more towards armor than anything else. I'm just not getting lucky. The super boss fights were satisfying. Nice. I'm just curious to see how much damage I do here. Okay, not terrible. Yeah, Maddie. It sounds weird to say this, considering I'm playing a different ROM hack that I made right now, but Super Koopa is definitely still the one I'm the most proud of making. At least it will be until Super Koopa 2 comes out. In, like, 10 years. The RNG does not favor me today, that's for sure. Good level up bonus, or as this game calls it, a I seriously have no idea how the graphics would have gotten messed up there, but here we are. Alright, now we finally get some armor. Super armor. Bowser gets stronger, the rich get richer. Alright, somebody call it. What's our next song gonna be? A true form pin, okay. You can never have too many of those. protect us against mushroom and whatnot. How we doing on... Let's see. Got a bunch of able juices we haven't really had to use yet. Do I need anything that you're peddling? I mean, we have some pick-me-ups, which we haven't really had to use yet. Okay. Alright. My name is Booster. It's the first one I see. Do-do-do-do-do. There you go. You gotta love that saxophone. That growly, dirty sax. Seems appropriate. We're fighting Booster Tower enemies. Okay, that did 14 damage to Mario, which is not instantly dead, so maybe we actually do care about keeping some of our people alive right now. Nice. Mudkip, you're not super sick, or not... Oh, sick, you're not super late this time. I'm glad you're neither sick nor late. Magic bad for Bowser. We don't like magic. You beat Paper Mario 64, an excellent game. One of my favorites. At the risk of sounding like a boomer, they don't make them like that anymore. Josh, you've never played a Paper Mario? If I had to recommend one to you, it would probably be Paper Mario 64. I'm pretty sure you guys are weak against jump. Nice. When I was younger, the Thousand-Year Door felt like the natural sequel to Paper Mario. That kind of improved upon everything in every way, that sort of thing. But the older I get, the more I want to go back to 64. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because it's kind of simpler? I don't know if that's what it is, but I don't know. It just feels good, I guess. Okay, Mario, you're still rocking the hammer, so your attack power is garbage. We'll just stick with jumping, I guess, if we can. Hey, Tech Mage, good to see you. What's Gucci? I am goodwill at best, my friend. Man, look at everybody being alive. That's handy. Is Paper Mario 64 FF9 levels of good? You're probably asking the wrong guy that question. I've talked about this before, but to me, in the pantheon of Final Fantasies, 9 is one of the weaker entries in my book. I know that's blasphemous to say, but hey. Let's top off our FP again. I don't know why I clicked on that. Okay. Keep Bowser healed. Only 6 more floors till we get a healer. Yeah, Mudkip, I kind of agree with you on the storytelling. I feel like Super Paper Mario told a great story, but it was almost a little too dark at some points. Mario is supposed to be kind of lighthearted. I mean, that's the feel that I went for with Super Koopa RPG, was the story, the stakes were serious, but it never took itself too seriously. Like, the weight of the world was theoretically on your shoulders, but you never really felt like the weight of the world was on your shoulders. Bowser. Shaking in your shoes, my guy. Don't ever try a level 1 Excalibur 2 perfect game. Yeah, probably not gonna do that anytime soon. I've heard of that being a thing that people do, but I don't see myself doing that at any point. I don't know. I've thought about giving FF9 another chance, doing another playthrough. Maybe now that I know a bit more about the game and am more comfortable with it, maybe I'll like it better on a second playthrough. But yeah, I don't know. The first playthrough, just with how much of it is one-time only stuff that you have no way of knowing, just rubbed me the wrong way. Final battle, Smithy, too serious? He's not that bad. I mean, it's probably the most serious that the game gets, is Smithy, but whatever. You can be serious right at the very end. It's fine. Ooh, flower jar. Sure. I guess we'll use that later. Mudkip, you downloaded some Chrono Trigger ROM hacks? Nice. The biggest one I know of is, what is it? Well, it's Crimson Echoes or Flames of Eternity. I think those are supposed to be the same thing, but one is like the I don't know, the better release, like the more polished one. I just can't remember which was which. But yeah, that's the only Chrono Trigger hack I've ever played. FF9 stream? Well, I always say I'm not going to rule anything out, but I have no immediate plans to do that. Can I scare the cannons? Okay, Flames of Eternity is the real one, I guess, as it were. Play as Asala. Now that's a game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shoot, I got one hit KO'd. I forgot the cannons can do that. Anyway. We're just gonna keep on cruising. We're fine. It's for moments like those that we included the save points every 10 floors. Perfect Works hack for Xenogears? I haven't played Xenogears in ages. When was the last time I played? Oh, it's been a long time. I'm not sure I ever actually beat it, honestly. I think I got right toward the end of the game, and then just never got around to beating it. I think I remembered getting frustrated with the game at one point. I think from what I remember, because the Xenogears, the gears themselves, they don't really get any better when you level up. So it just kind of felt like you were stuck with what you had. You could never really get any better than what you were. And I think I ended up giving up because I couldn't beat the last level. Okay, well, we've got an extra set of super armor now. Ayla is the Hulk of Chrono Trigger. Alright, Chrono, you use Luminaire. Luca, you use Flare. Ayla, Smash. Yeah, part of this playthrough of the pit is to see if adding save points to every 10 floors is a good idea, and I'm starting to think it is. Just for moments like that, so you don't have to start over. And plus, I know that this pit can be a bit rough, especially toward the bottom. Your lack of experience starts hitting you. But when you die and you go back to the last save point, you get to keep your experience. So, maybe it is a good idea. Good old Luca and her Wonder Shot. This is the best weapon I have. It can do 2,000 damage or it can do 20 damage. Who knows? I'm conflicted. I thought we weren't supposed to talk about Chrono Trigger DS. I've heard mixed messages about that one. Yeah, FLG, that is one thing I do know. If you're going to play Chrono Trigger, do the SNES version, not the PSX version. Apparently the PSX version has, like, long loading times, and it's super annoying. So yeah, just stick with the SNES version. Troopa Shell. Oh, okay, cool. We finally got something for Mario. Let's see, magic should be better, relatively, against chonks. So Chrono Trigger, that's one of those games I've played to death ever since I was a kid. I don't know why, but for some reason it took me forever to get Marl's ultimate weapon. Like, I knew the whole mechanic of if you, like those chests you have to have the pendant to open, that if you try to open them in the past and then stop opening them and then open them again in the future, they'll have a better weapon. For whatever reason, it just never occurred to me to do that in the whatever that area is called, the area where you get her ultimate weapon. So I went for years without getting her ultimate weapon, just because I didn't think about it. Yes, the spooky boxes that look like bird faces. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought they looked like birds. I think they're just supposed to be a very small version of the Mammon machine, but yes, they look like birds. Yeah, the frog side quest place. Yeah, where you get the massa... Okay, I always called it the Massamune as a kid because I didn't know any better, but it's probably supposed to be something more like Masamune, right? I don't know. Games didn't come with pronunciation guides back in those days. My pronunciation is correct? Okay, yeah, the second one, I'm sure. I mean, to be fair, I was a kid that had absolutely no Japanese background, so how was I supposed to know that Masamune was even Japanese? Because, yes, this mystical sword that Frog gets in the Middle Ages should definitely be Japanese. That makes perfect sense. Okay, we've learned our lesson. Let's keep somebody else alive. Excellent. Good work, Mario. Yeah, I'm nervous. Yeah, Maddie, I know what you're talking about. She laughs when she misses an enemy. I always thought that was funny. I think Luca will look surprised if she misses an enemy. And I mean, according to the more recent translations of Chrono Trigger, isn't the Masamune supposed to be called the Grand Leon? I feel like that was one thing where the Japanese came up with a Western-sounding name, and then the Western translator gave it a Japanese-sounding name, and just confused everybody's just confused at this point. Poor Mario. Just let me stay dead. Stop bringing me back. Yeah, I guess we're good on equipment. At this point, what are we hoping for equipment? I mean, we don't have a fearless pin, but I don't think that's really going to do much for us. Everybody's got their weapons and their armor. Kind of hoping that Toadstool is the next one we get, because we have something for her. Although she hits like a wet noodle, so I'm not sure that's going to matter that much. Super suit. That's not even in the pool. And I somehow would have gotten it. I'm so tough, the enemies just blow themselves up on me. Mega Drain does a lot of damage. What is my purpose? You heal Bowser. Ugh. Everybody wants to keep the exploded level up graphic, huh? I mean, sometimes glitches can be funny. I was going to keep Hurley Gloves in, but it created some game-breaking glitches, which are a lot less fun, so I had to take it out. Okay, we already checked that. Trellian, you said it, not me. But yeah, I'd love Toadstool next, but wouldn't shock me if it was Mallow. Malo, Mauler. One in 255 chance for Supersuit. If you do exactly 69 damage 3 times in a row, and then get an item, it'll be the Supersuit. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Dave Eck or Dave K, but either way, have a good night. We're into Star Hill enemies now. Dave K. Got it. Thanks for coming in. Oh, throw me a bone, why don't you? It's actually pronounced GIF. You can take these guys, right? I know the Mastodon can use stuff like Drain Beam, which would be very bad for Bowser. Yeah, like that. Mastodon Doom is just sort of waiting in the ground. Well, to be fair, he does that in the original game too. Although the physics of Star Hill are a little more questionable. Can I change the percentage of chance of what I get from the pool or not? Yeah, I can change that. I just have this big subroutine that says, roll a random number between 0 and 100. If it's, like, less than 10, do this item. If it's between 10 and 20, do this item. And so on. That's right. I'd run from me too. Okay, I'm looking for the face. Can't see it yet. Hey, Fireman. Thanks for coming in. You remind me of that other guy that came in a while back, Fireman, that had that heart attack. Sometimes I still hear his voice. Alright, one more floor and then we get some new blood. I want to say these guys are weak to jump. Yeah, that didn't look very weak to jump. Make a stupidly small, obscure chance for a crazy item. You know, with the random number, the random numbers you can store with the game, you could probably do something. I think you can do it up to whatever the limit for an integer is, like 65,535 or something like that. So you could do, if you roll a 1 out of 6,555, you can get the super suit or something like that. Pikachu and Electrode look different. Pulsar used self-destruct. It's super effective. Alright, we'll do Forest Maze this time. There you go. It's Malo. It's Malo. Alright, alright, alright. We'll have to wait till floor 70 to get the princess. If Diglett and Pikachu had a baby, it would be a Muku Muku. Have any of you ever beaten Lavos in the Ocean Palace? Not on a New Game Plus, but on the first playthrough. I did that once. I think the only way you can really do that is by being over-leveled, so I'm pretty sure I was over-leveled, but I did do it once. Alright, we can switch now. Who do we want to put on our team? Yeah, maybe we do bench Geno for a bit, because Malo does have the heals, Mario's got the jumps. I am nuts, Sinopio. Oh yeah, let's outfit our boy here. Oh right, I had a spare set of this. Either way. Not that this is going to do us much good, the froggy stick. Let's see. Let's buy some more honeys, I guess. It hurts to spend this much money, but we kind of need something. We can get rid of our hammer, finger shot, extra handgun. Well, don't need the slap glove anymore because we're not getting the princess. I don't think we really need the basics either. Yeah. Yeah, power scaling in Chrono Trigger never made sense to me. Because yeah, Lavos does that whole thing where he, like, drains Magus of his power, and Magus tries to fight him anyway. So that whole thing, where Lavos can apparently just drain people's power, why doesn't he do that to you when you fight him again? Is he stupid? It's a lot of dudes. Oh yeah, they use recover if you hit them. What's he gonna take from Ayla? Drain my magic? I don't have any magic, you idiot. But speaking of ridiculous challenges for Chrono Trigger, I've considered doing a low-level game at some point. You know, the one where you, like, intentionally kill off party members at different stages so that you can, stay at level... Chrono can stay at level 1 the entire game. Jeez, yeah, you guys are getting hit hard by winter storms. Stay alive out there. Hey Jonesy, thanks for coming in. Do I still have a flower thingy? No, I don't have a flower thingy. I mean, the Mastadoom's probably our biggest threat here, right? Lavos copying the dragon tank. You know, I always thought it was weird that you could fight Lavos theoretically in different time periods. Like, you can fight him in 12,000 BC all the way up to 1999. And theoretically, if you fight him in 1999, shouldn't he be slightly stronger than if he would be in the year 12,000? But I mean, if we're talking on the scale of millions of years that he's been around, maybe the difference is so negligible that we didn't even notice. Excellent. An SUV dressed up as a Loch Ness monster. I love it. Prince's Song 1999 plays when you fight Lavos, the monster formerly known as Lavos. I'm doing well, Jonesy. Thanks for asking. I'm with you people. How could I not be doing well? I hope you're doing well yourself. Doc, Marty, and Einstein were fighting Lavos. I mean, there is a version, an ending of Chrono Trigger where you fly the Epoch into him, essentially. You could do that. Just drive the DeLorean into a Lavos. Seven. Nice. Okay, well, we've established Thunderbolt isn't gonna do a darn thing. Alright, if it had to be somebody. Ouch. Yeah, I've always enjoyed snowy weather myself. I'd rather have it be too cold than too hot. The number of playable characters between the two? Yeah, Cross is a little ridiculous. I mean, to be fair, there are games that suffer from that, that problem of somebody joins your party, and even after their reason for joining you has kind of run its course, they still stick around for some reason. Chrono Cross just doubles down on that and has everybody stay with you forever. Like 40 people staying with you. King Guardia is found guilty in the trial and he lives in a shack. That's just the bad ending if you lose to the Chancellor. I think attacking the bloopers in any shape or form just makes them run away. Oh no. I guess if you use A button attacks. Chrono Cross had more playable characters? I mean, it's not shocking. They ended up with 40-something, so it doesn't seem unheard of that they might throw another couple in there and forgot about them or something. Okay, real question for you guys. When you play Chrono Cross, who is your designated party? Who do you guys like to use? I think last time I played the game, I had Draggy, because Draggy is adorable, and, the mermaid chick. I can't remember her name. And of course you have Surge. Because why wouldn't you include Surge and the The Master Mune. Watching a good show, gotta see how this ends. Axem has a perfect voice for radio. Well, I've got a face to match. I appreciate it. It seems like it'd be a waste to have this voice do nothing, right? So, here I am. Surge, Glenn, Greco. Okay, that's respectable. Yes. Although I admit, that's another one of those names I've never been able to pronounce. Irenus? The mermaid lady. You hit really hard, so we're going to take out the blooper first. Or he just runs away. Either way. Fargo. Yeah, I usually have Fargo on my team for a while. But, I don't know. I just never keep him around for some reason. What's Chrono Cross about? Okay, it is a fun game in its own right. Some people take issue with the fact that it's a sequel to Chrono Trigger because it kind of... It's sort of like, imagine Chrono Trigger has a sequel where they say somehow Lavos has returned, and it just kind of... It feels like it undoes a lot of what the first one did, unfortunately. But it really is a good game in its own right. It's just, if you go into it expecting it to be Chrono Trigger 2, you're going to be disappointed. But I think it's a fun game. It's a game about time traveling sideways. That is the best description I've heard of that game. Okay, Bandana Blues. Giving me the blues. Oh no, that's a lot of dudes. Oh gosh. Mario, stay alive, my friend. Okay. We need some strategy here. Don't use magic attacks, because the jellyfish gets angry and uses bad magic at you if you use magic attacks. So let's just start by scaring off the bloopers with the weak ones. And then we'll kill the jellyfish. What's it on? It's on PlayStation. Well, it was originally on PlayStation. I know they've, like, remastered it and such. I think it's on the Switch now. Well, yeah, Josh has got you. It's on a few different platforms now. Karsh is not the best character, Mudkip. Zoa is the best character. The fact that he talks in all caps at all times is great. I like to imagine that he sounds like Billy Mays because of that. Hey Phil, thanks for coming in. Nikki and Matcha. I was never a fan of either one of those, but to each their own. You kill the Bandana Blues, the jellyfish challenges you to a duel. Mudkip is on fire tonight. RIP Billy Mays. Norris is cool. I do like Norris. Glenn? I don't think I've ever gotten Glenn. I know toward the beginning of the game you have the few different options to sneak into the Viper Manor. I think I usually go with Guile. So I just never end up getting Glenn. But hey, Tabby. John's super glued eyelid said to give this to me. Well, thank you both. I appreciate it. I do what I can. That's a lot of damage. Oh, is that what it is? You choose not to save kid? Yeah, I remember Glenn is one of those characters you get from a choice. I just couldn't remember what the choice was. Things are not looking good for Team Bowser. No, not both of you. Oh, shoot. Yep. Man, this is getting brutal. Although we kind of knew that was going to happen going into it, huh? Let's see if we can get something good here. Alright, fireman. Thanks for coming in. I hope you don't die. Alright, Scrooge Ring. We'll get some super jump action. We'll save that. Gonna be honest here, I don't remember every single item up for grabs in this pool. Red Essence. Problem is, I don't think even equipment's gonna save us right now. We were probably at like floor 59 again, weren't we? Why does that keep happening at the end of a batch? I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say we're probably not getting to floor 100 tonight. We'll take that. Ooh, Jonesy's making a game. I hope it's a Super Mario RPG hack. Yeah, I'm sure that's what the problem is. It's because Gino's not here and we're playing the Forest Maze song. I have not played Star Ocean. Sorry to disappoint. Let's finish off the last few here. Detroit, become purple. There are some things in life you just can't prepare for. Fun and run. Who is this fun for, exactly? Oh, that's it? I was expecting a bit more than that. You can't name Surge Chrono? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Fun fact, they won't let you name him Chrono, but they will let you name him Farts. Wait, you can't put Bowser to sleep? He's my ace. Grind to level 255. Goodness. That shouldn't be allowed in any game. I remember playing Tales of Symphonia with a friend of mine back in high school, and we wanted to beat it 100%, do everything there was to do, that kind of thing. And part of that we wanted to get to the max level. And I remember we were leveling up in the last area, and we got one of our guys to level 100, and we're thinking, okay, this is it, we've almost got it, level 100, and then looking at the status screen. Wait, why does it have an amount to get to the next level? What is it doing to us? And as it turns out, the max level I think is 200 in that game. Looking good, Mario. See, the silver lining in all of this is we keep our experience, so we are getting some decent level ups now. At the end of the day, who knows, maybe that'll be enough to carry us through. Rain, best character? Ah, a man of culture, I see. Second is Zelos? Ah, a man of perviness, I see. No, when I'm playing the game casually, I like to play as Zelos. I like the idea of a character that can do good physical damage, has some magic attack as backup, and can also heal himself. It makes more sense to play as Lloyd, but you have more fun playing as Colette. Josh, that sounds like the best glitch I've ever heard of. I don't know if any of you guys have played Phantasy Star Online back in the day, but that's another very potentially grindy game, if you let it. The max level is 200 for any character, and that'll take you hours to get there. I think I got a character, like at the end of the day, I got a character like level 190, 191, something like that. We got close, but never got it all the way there. Mudkip, you have described numerous characters across numerous games. All of our problems could be solved if this guy would just go to therapy. The Dreamcast version of PSO. I had the GameCube version of PSO. My parents refused to pay for an online subscription, though, so the only time I ever played it, I played single mode a lot, but also when friends would come over. Never managed to go online, though. So despite the game being called Phantasy Star Online, I never actually went online. Okay, 56, we're making progress. The true mascot for the Sega Dreamcast is just a chart of console sales trending downward. Okay, don't jump on the angry jellyfish. Phantasy Star Offline. Aww. Yeah, let's get rid of the blooper. One less thing to attack me. Maybe we should start powering our jump. Who knows? Mario Kart Double Dash. Man, those were the days. I remember when Double Dash came out, and compared to 64, the carts just handled so much better. It'd be nice to get another fantasy non-MMO RPG. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy XII to some degree. I've heard it described as a single-player MMO, and I would agree with that. The gameplay does, to some degree, feel kind of similar to PSO, but it's a one-player game. But, hey, I like it. The definitive 100% LP of Mario's Endless Nightmare. I mean, you're kind of watching that right now? Well, I guess this doesn't count as the definitive one, since I still need to update it, fix a few things. Still no. Okay, the rats. This is where I ran into trouble last time. What do we want to do here? Another red essence, huh? Well, we got 3 of them now. I guess if we're really in a pinch, we can use that. Formative memory, driving up the bridge in Double Dash. My formative memory is drifting in between the Brontosaurus's legs in Dino Dino Jungle. Ugh, I can't jump anymore. I've lost it. Maybe I can scare off one of the rats. And the GameCube did have some gems. I remember playing Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles back in the day. That was a good one. Multiplayer mode in Metroid Prime 2. That was another good one. I love that thing you could do in Prime 2, where if you got in the Morph Ball cannon and somebody was like chasing after you, if they touched the cannon as you were getting into it, it was an auto kill. That was a good time. Baton Kados. That was a good one. Now, Baton Kados, I thought had some good gameplay, but the voice acting was atrocious. Good heavens. I used to be one of those people that said that video games don't need voice acting, and Baton Kados was primarily the reason for that. Because after hearing voices in that game, I thought, wow, we really didn't need this, did we? But yeah, Crystal Chronicles was a great time. I had a couple friends who had the Game Boy Advance hookups, so we could do multiplayer. Thanks for the memories. Ugh, Callus, the main character, he drove me nuts. Like, can I pick my character? I'd rather be the little witch girl wearing a mask. She was hilarious. Thunderbolt and lightning. Very, very frightening. Man, we're actually doing some decent damage with that. I actually have a spare Wii lying around myself. I had one growing up, and then turns out my wife had one too. That was the only console her family owned, and they don't want it anymore. So now I just have it lying around. Mizuti was awesome. That game was hard, though, to try to figure out. I think the first time I played it, I gave up around the last level, but then I picked it up again at some point later and beat it. It was one of those games that was tough at first, but then when I played it on a subsequent playthrough, I got through it pretty easily and was like, why did I have such a hard time with the first time? This isn't that bad. A Wii U? Okay, guys, you don't need to make stuff up. There was no console called the Wii U, okay? Boom, boom. Yeah, I think that was part of it, is... Bait and Kados, they don't explain a lot of how the battle system works to you, and it's actually fairly complicated. So even if you try to learn by just kind of throwing yourself into it, you might not get every aspect to it right at first. Oh hey, okay, we made it another 10 floors. Alright, music. Somebody call it. Alright, and then you get everyone's mid-tier weapons, in case you didn't already get them. The only one we were missing was Mallar's. I never had a Wii U, which is why I'm glad they're re-releasing a bunch of Wii U games for Switch and Switch 2. Let's buy a couple of these. Let's see. Probably get rid of these, honestly. I don't think we have that many more ghosts coming up. In 10 more floors, we get a princess. Okay, minecart. Minecart it is. You guys must really like that one. Do-do-do-do. Actually, yeah, let's do... We did minecart last time. We'll do battle against Bowser for Trelia. There we go. It seems appropriate. We've been using Bowser like this whole time. Very angry doggo. Okay, 40 coins. This is where the equipment starts picking up a little bit. So let's hope we get something good here. Hand cannon. Okay, Gino gets something. Hey, Curse of Quiet. Thanks for becoming a supporter. Welcome to the League of Cool People. Probably should have healed him, huh? This is where all the cool people hang out. Let's see if we can fear these guys a little bit. Hand cannon is his weapon from Nimbus Land. So everybody... Oh man. Only 2 out of 4, huh? Everybody has 3 tiers of weapons in this game, and hand cannon is his highest tier. So that's Gino's best weapon in this game. Oh, that's not going to be good. Fear status is bad. It's just Zombone with a bunch of stuff added. Not Zombone. What do we do here? Man, if I could run away right now and just kind of restart this fight, I would do that. Yeah, that's not good. Let's see, consoles. Well, that's a pretty sweet lineup of consoles. I have, let's see, I have an NES, an SNES, a 64. I have a Wii. I got rid of the GameCube when I got the Wii because the GameCube plays Wii games, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Wii plays GameCube games. Let's see, I have a Switch. I have a Switch 2. I still have my original PlayStation, but I have never bought any other PlayStations. I only have the PlayStation 1. Okay, I guess if we die here, this is what, floor 61, so it's not like we've really lost any progress here. I have an Xbox 360. Yeah, I have a Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS. I think that's it. Okay, yeah, we're really getting into some hot water here. Maybe it is time to get rid of Malo. Because if worse comes to worst, we could, like, boost Bowser and have him survive. The items are a bit better too. I mean, Max Mushroom is not exactly a great contender, but in general, the items are better. A Link to the Past is the first game you beat as a kid. I mean, it is a good one. It's a great choice for a game. Back in elementary school, I learned how to type using Mario Teaches Typing. That was the program that our school's computer lab had. Alright, maybe we can actually scare them this time? Okay, we got the wrong one. Bowser, my guy. Wake up, we're kind of in the middle of something here. Man, these enemies are brutal now. Just let me kill something. No, attack the other guy. Wake him up. No, the other guy. Selfish. Bowser, drink your juice. Nice. Bowser's gone full Hulk on us. Bowser, Mario's natural state is being scared. Bowser, do something. Mario is cowering in fear. But Mario always does that. Don't you gunk me. Oh no. Oh wait, you can't put me to sleep because I'm too afraid of you right now. Have you ever tried going to sleep when you're afraid? It doesn't work. Hey, 95%ers. Thanks for coming in. Let's bring back Mario. That's probably gonna kill Bowser, huh? Or not. My boys, they're so afraid. That'll show him. Maybe it is mushroom time. Ah yes, Oregon Trail, a classic. No childhood is complete without dying of dysentery. We had Math Blaster on our computers, I remember that too. Alright, boys. Enough with the biting. I mean, this thing's gotta be dying soon, right? There we go. Nice. Oh man, I miss all those old games from when we were kids. Anybody remember the secret island of Dr. Quandary? That's a deep cut for you. Carmen Sandiego, another classic. Okay, I prefer not to use all of my pick-me-ups here. Well, there we go. That'll help. Attack up, even if I'm afraid. Commodore 64. That's okay, Grandpa. Let's get you to bed. A PvP hack would be legendary. You know, if I had any idea how to do that, that does sound like it would be amazing. But yeah, I have no idea how you would even do that. Hand cannon. Yeah, okay. Because we died last time we got this. Wait, why did this one go down? Okay, looks like it still works. Okay, hold on. Let me see here. I guess we'll still get something. Jump shoes. Okay, let me make another note here. Floor 62. Balaam heads. Balaam wrong head went down when getting reward. Cool. We're getting to the point where mushrooms aren't going to cut it anymore. PvP tournaments with Super Mario RPG. Ouch. Let's beef up Bowser. I think the bees are weak to jump. Nice, that'll work. I'm surprised their HP is that low, but I'll take it. Yeah, Mudkip, it sounds like you're just describing Super Mario Mon at this point. Nice. Still got that 2 HP. I didn't realize my HP would be that low. Okay, first things first, kill the bee. And then we heal up. Hey, Nightly. 94 minutes late is better than not showing up at all. Enemy skills, manipulate magic. I mean, all of that stuff sounds cool, but is also above my pay grade. I have no idea how to add anything like that. I know the people in charge of the randomizer are trying to add random spells as, like, items you can pick up. And if they ever figure out how to do that, that might give us a step in the right direction. Oh boy. Use your physical attack, please. Use your physical attack, please. Okay, 3 turns is what it takes to wake up. Okay, cool. Here I am. Status effects have a pecking order, of which takes priority over what? Yeah, sleep beats mute. Fear beats sleep, and invincible, which is technically a status effect, beats everything. If a hack ever managed to create a 6th party member, logical new guy is definitely Yoshi, right? Oh yeah, I mean, Yoshi's on the box art. Despite having a role in this game that is completely optional. You can go through the entire game without seeing Yoshi. Yeah, 95. I mean, that's how some of the best ideas come to pass, is you think, wouldn't this be a ridiculous idea, but I have no idea how to make it work. But what if there was a way to make it work? Sticky glove. We got our boy. We are only on floor 63. Good heavens. Oops, I meant switch. We'll get Malo back on our team. Yoshi or Toad, yeah, those are probably the best candidates. Jump on the terrifying spider. If I had to incorporate Luigi as an additional party member, how would I go about distinguishing him? An excellent question. Yeah, you'd probably have to be up. Well, shoot. Man down. Yeah, he would probably have to have jump to some degree. Maybe give him something weird like a defense-piercing jump. Have some maybe like ice-themed attacks instead of fire. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. Thanks for coming in, Jonesy. Have a good night. Man, really don't want to spend all my money on mushrooms that are kind of mid. But we probably need them, huh? Luigi deserves lightning for Thunder Hand. That's probably true. Mega Elixir. That could come in handy. Scrooge ring? Wait, don't I already have one of those? I do. Wonder what happens if we give... Well, I don't see why we couldn't give one to different people, but... I don't know if that's really a priority right now. There's one dog. Is there an accuracy stat? There's not technically an accuracy stat. There is an evasion stat. And that's kind of splitting hairs. But, no, ally attacks do not actually, or no, that's not true. Well, ally A-button attacks do not have any inherent accuracy amount to them. The only thing they look at is enemy's evasion. But specials do have an accuracy stat. So you could make something that's really... You could make something like that. Something super strong if it hits, but is likely to miss. Maybe we can actually terrorize them this time? Come on, I want to get both. Luigi's ultimate special is him just standing there, and there's like a 10% chance the enemy just dies. Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing. Alright, let's attack the weak one while his defense is down. Man, that just does so much. Oh boy. And we're asleep now. Come on, my guy. You gotta wake up. Or just fall deeper into sleep. That's an option too. Goodness. Brutal. Okay. Alright, what can we do about this exactly? Because this is tough, man. I need a plan. But I don't really have a plan. Maybe we were better off with Operation, just have Geno use Geno Boost? Mauler isn't helping very much. Sure, what do you have for me? A crystalline. I mean, I don't hate it, but hey. Alright, we're out of frog coins. My plan is to get good. Yeah, more or less. You can't keep a good turtle down. At least that's what my mom always says. Oh, really? That didn't do it, huh? Okay. We'll keep scaring him. Even better. We'll take a dead one. Geno, I'm sorry we keep losing your hand cannon. So afraid. Okay, we'll take that over plenty of attacks. Okay, so far this is the best version of this fight we've had, so we'll take it. Nice. 8 damage. Okay, shocker. That could come in handy, maybe? Lazy shellception. Yeah, I was gonna be surprised if he lived through that. Well, these things don't have a lot of HP. Maybe this will be enough to... No. Ouch. Ouch. I'm okay. Let's try to terrorize these guys. These guys are... The purple octopus dudes are not immune to fear. However, terrorize does not have a perfect hit rate. Come on, use a regular attack against me. Help a brother out here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm tired of dying. We're gonna get through this fight, even if it kills me. Just trying to think now. So part of my goal here too is to make sure that things are balanced in a way that makes sense. And I think it's safe to say that floor 60 things just kind of amp up way too much. So I'm trying to think of what I need to do going forward for that. What options can I give the player? I don't know. Maybe I need to rethink when you get certain equipment. Nice. That's a good HP max. More experience. Nerf the purple things or give better armor. Well, I don't want to change enemy stats. Like, that's the one thing I haven't really touched, are enemy stats. Because I wanted it to be based on the original game, you know? I wanted veterans of the original game to be able to predict what enemies can do to some degree. But I could do better equipment for the player. More experience, more money. See, I don't know if more money, I don't know if throwing coins at the problem is gonna help, honestly. Because you can buy more stuff, but the enemies still just hit like trucks. Nice. War fan. For that one character we don't have yet. Cute little watering cans. Poke. Alright, let's try to jump on the spider again. Starting character could get better armor than the others. Yeah, maybe. Maybe at some point I throw... just throw an extra higher tier armor the player's way. Yeah, FLG, the way I have it now is so that on certain floors, I mean every 10 floors you get either an ally or you get some equipment, and those chests are hard-coded right now. So you know what you're gonna get on each of the 10 floors. But yeah, I'm wondering if I shuffle that around a bit. Maybe like maybe you get the armor, the best armor a little earlier. And you get the best weapons maybe later? Because really, if you have... I think it's better to have higher armor than it is to have higher weapons at this point. Fair enough. You know what? Sure. Let's do it. Excellent. This is why I don't do that game. Let's put me in, coach. Well, the lucky minigame is rigged. Against me, specifically. Royal syrup, that's... I don't know if we really need that. Maple syrups don't even cover our FP, or they cover more than what we need at this point. Mina the Valkyrie, thanks for coming in. Glad you could make it to a live show. You can watch me die like 80 times. Nice. Nice. Geckos, save me. Attack the flower. Nice. Hack the lucky minigame to give out status ailments. Or healing like in Battle Square. I can edit a lot of stuff, but I think that one might be a bit out of my ability there. Every so many floors a free random gear drop? Yeah, maybe. I will take these ideas under advisement. I need to do some workshopping. Oh, I actually had somebody draft up a wart sprite, so I think I'm gonna try to add wart somewhere in here. 30 coins for a pick-me-up. Scammed. But yeah, whenever version 1.2 comes out, eventually, I'll probably have... I'll figure out some way to rebalance this, so it's a little less brutal. Every 10 floors, a Chrono Trigger character joins your party. Okay, once I get Ayla, it's over for your people. Full heal every so many floors. You can buy a full heal from the frog coin statue thing, but even that I'm not sure is going to be quite enough, because it's the individual battles themselves. I think, like, I could go into this battle with full health, and I think it would still be pretty tough. I've been kissed. The kiss of death. Low HP damage attacks. That'd be a cool idea, actually. Expansion where you can recruit the end boss like the Axems under your team. Man, you guys have some great ideas. I just don't know if they're possible. I mean, this game only has room for 5 party members. Stop kissing me. No means no. I mean, I know Super Mario Mon is a thing. Maybe I should just make my own Pokemon hack, where it's just all Super Mario RPG characters. Okay, we'll put Malo back in. This would be a lot easier if I had group hug. We'll put Bowser in the lead. He deserves it. My ace would be Dodo. Excellent choice. $65. At least we're making some progress now. Warfan. Wait, didn't I already get one of those? I did get one of those already. Okay, what is going on? Let's see, I got Warfan twice. Like I said, you're not supposed to be able to get the same... Oh, that's why Gino's dying. My bad. But yeah, you're not supposed to be able to get the same weapon twice. So that's certainly not helpful. Can we only have 5 party members, but the enemies can have like 6 or 7? Yeah, 6, 7. You said the thing. But yeah, this game is pretty well limited to 5 party members. There's a lot that would have to be... I don't know if fixed is the right word, but you'd have to change a lot of things to make it compatible with more than that. And I just don't know if that's feasible. What determines the post-battle frog coin? You just get one. Every battle gives you a frog coin. Dodo. Okay, I could see that. You don't get to be alive? It's a good question, though. If you were playing Super Mario RPG, what would the starter Pokemon be? Like a Goomba, a Terrapin, and... I don't know, maybe a Sky Troopa or something? Alright, good night, Cursive. A tadpole evolves into a cloud. I like it. I could see if Malo was a Pokemon, it would be one of those branch evolutions where it's like level it up with max friendship during the day, and Malo evolves into Queen Nimbus. Do that at night, and it's King Nimbus. Something like that. Okay, FLG, what are you saying here? Big idea. Instead of choice between random gear, give choice between random armor, random weapon, random accessory. That way, if you want to buff specifically, you can. Okay, okay. Not a terrible idea. Six, 7. Okay, I might actually need to start saving money now so I can buy actual items I need instead of getting, like, unknown ones. Malo became Krako. He breaks down barriers. Goes between different games. The most important thing is keeping Bowser alive. Alright, how much can you do for jumping on these people? Okay, that'll work. Pokemon Puffy Pink. When you say everything is Kirby, do you mean like everything is Kirby characters, or literally every Pokemon is just Kirby? Mario evolves into Bruce Lee. Everything is Kirby characters. Oh, okay. Kirby himself is like Mew. If Mew is so great, why didn't they make a Mew 2? Wait. Don't you guys know any other attacks? Like I said before, when I do end up playing Super Mario Mon, I'm trying to go in as blind as possible. I haven't looked up the roster of which Mario characters are in that game, but I don't know. Maybe it would be fun to do a Super Mario RPG style Pokemon hack at some point. Okay, I really need some better damage output, and Mario's kind of the only thing I got for that. Just don't die, please. Okay, good boy. That's more like it. Oh yeah, Super Mario Mon, its dex is that good, huh? I mean, I'm just saying, if the Axem Rangers aren't in there, it's not much of a hack. Stop nibbling on me. I am going to end up getting the princess pretty soon here, but I'm wondering if it's even worth having her on my team. I think she would come in handy for a fight like this where I need healing, but then again, she herself would probably die in one hit. The 8 gym badges are just Bowser's face in different poses. $68, close. Alright, let's make sure. Keep forgetting special item is a thing for some reason. But who comes back? The comeback bot. Poke. Poke. Mario tries his best with his A-button attacks. Okay, fear is helpful. Let's get rid of one. Okay, cool. Grinder. Pauline evolves into Toadstool, then into Peach. They could do something like Toadette as a base character, and then, depending on different things, Toadette evolves into either Peach or Pauline or Daisy. Alright, another one down. Here we are. We finally made it to the nice floor. Doing some heavy lifting here. Malo is a good after-battle staff bot. Staff bot. This isn't Fire Emblem. Heal bot. Okay, Joffle's sleeping, so let's not wake them up right now. I like your thinking, Knightley. That's it's not a bug, it's a feature. It's not glitched or messed up. That's how it's supposed to look. Is the pit the same each time? Not exactly. So with all the fights, they're taken from a pool of 3 different fights. So each individual battle can be one of 3 different formations of enemies. And that part should be random. And then, of course, there's the items that you can get from your rewards. That's random, too. The only things that are static are the choices you can get from paying 9 frog coins, and the chest that you get every 10 floors. Okay, maybe before we anger the big fork guy, we get our team in fighting shape. Replaying Path of Radiance. Path of Radiance is a great game. It's one of my favorites in the franchise. Not looking forward to grinding Mist. You know you don't have to. Oof, that was a bad one. She does in fact get a horse. Fair counter argument. Gonna call it a night at floor 70? Most likely. That's probably what it's looking like. Alright, let's just let Mario jump then. If you game over, I assume the enemy patterns change. Well, they can. I mean, it is a video game, and most video games use, like, pseudo-random numbers, where it's random, but it's kind of not. So if you perform the same exact actions, you'll get the same exact outcome, even though it's technically random. But yeah, if you do slightly different things, the enemy patterns should change. Man, not doing great with the jumps these days. Jill is probably my favorite unit in Path of Radiance. She's just so good. And yes, her recruitment is A+. You know, there's that thing that people tell you about where, on the map where you have to fight Jill's father, that she can actually, like, defect and join her back up with her father. I have never once had that happen to me. Even in runs where she doesn't support with anybody, it's like I've literally had her fight her father, and she has never defected. So, I'm still not sure I believe that's a real thing. Alright, what do we got? That is my third war fan. What is happening? That is not supposed to be happening. Alright, Toadstool. Hey. Finally got her. She just starts with such low HP. It's pretty sad. Still got the exploded level up message. Yeah, I haven't fixed that yet. Group hug. Yay! That'll come in handy. Unfortunately, she only gets leveled up to level 9, which is pretty rough. Alright, and then that screws up your team order. I mean, level 9, here's the thing, if I didn't get game overs along the way and maintain some experience that I got, she'd probably be about the same as everyone else. Here, Peach, do you want like 3 different war fans? At the end of the day, I can always sell them, so that's not... I mean, it's not a complete loss. Let's see, don't need the stick, don't need the gun. Wait, do I already have a shell? I do already have a shell, okay. Let's see, oh right, this is the Hurley gloves, but that's still... Oh yeah, did I just not put Hurley gloves on Bowser for a while there? Huh. I don't even remember getting that, honestly. Okay, don't need multiple parasols or war fans. Oops, all war fans. TM. Okay. I think syrups are kind of what we need now. But man, are they pricey. Well, what are we saving all this money for? Well, we're saving it for randomized items and equipment. I know exactly what we're saving it for. Alright, floor 70. We'll, oh yeah, I already did that. Alright, this will be where we call it for the night. 30 floors to go. And again, it only gets harder from here. So I don't know what next week is going to look like, but we're going to keep on trying. We'll see what we can do. And yeah, we'll change the music next time too. First person to get into chat gets to call it. But yeah, we'll see if we can get through this. Honestly, it might be too hard to get through this. I think some people have done it. I've had people tell me they have done it, but I guess those people are just better than me. But yeah, we'll see how rough things are. One way or another, I'll release another patch. How exactly I'm going to balance said patch has yet to be determined, but yeah, I'll have another patch that fixes some things and whatnot. But until then, hope to see you guys here next week. Yes, exactly. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, have a good night, everybody.